So now we're going to be looking at the fall of Israel and the fall of Judah. They've split into two different kingdoms. And in 722 BC, the Assyrians conquered Israel and scattered the 10 tribes across their empire. Now, historians don't know what happened to these 10 tribes. Then the Assyrians brought in people from elsewhere to live in Samaria. That's what they were calling it. And they blended the people. The blended people became known as Samaritans. They followed the God of Israel and they read the Torah. But the Jews felt a lot of resentment towards the Samaritans because they were ones that were brought in to take over their land. So in the Bible, there are stories about how the Jews and the Samaritans did not get along very well. So that's how the kingdom of Israel fell. Now let's look at the fall of Judah. So the Egyptians conquered Judah in 620 BC. Then the Chaldeans, the Babylonians, took control in 605 BC after defeating the Egyptians. It was in 597 BC that King Nebuchadnezzar captured Jerusalem and punished the population for rebelling against him. So remember, King Nebuchadnezzar was the one that built the hanging garden the hanging gardens of Babylon. But he was the one also that he punished the Jews for rebelling against him. And in 586 BC, the temple in Jerusalem was destroyed, and that's the one that was built by King Solomon. So Israel fell, now Judah has fallen. So now we're going to look at exile. So they were forced to leave their homeland, and they were sent to exile. They couldn't live there anymore. The Babylonians sent them away. When they were in Babylon, small groups met on the Sabbath. This was their weekly day of worship and rest. And they had meetings that took place in synagogues. These are Jewish houses of worship. So while they had a big civilization to begin with, when they had their civil war, it kind of broke them apart and made them weaker. So then different people were able to, the Assyrians came in and took over Israel, and the Egyptians, and then the Babylonians came in and took over Judah. And so now they're forced to be out of the area.